Hi, everyone. So today I'm going to talk about how I'm going to be implementing my professional learning course. And in doing so, I'm first going to talk about several different questions, and then I'm going to answer them. And then I'm going to show you my Canvas course that the teachers will be going over, reviewing, completing assignments, and then ultimately being able to complete this professional learning course. If you look here, so where does this overview instructional start here module fit into the overall course map or design? So in Canvas, my learning management platform, the very first module is my start here. And then this is where you'll find this course syllabus. The first two components are the course description and objectives. And then from there, you'll see the breakdown of the rest of the weeks. So if you look over here, so this is my Canvas course. Here you will also see I have my the instructor's name, which is myself. I have the course syllabus linked, my email, the objectives, and course description. But once you go into the modules, this is what I'm talking about. My first module is Start Here. Okay, so this is where the syllabus and course introduction is located. If you click on it, this is where you'll see my 3-column table, and then here's my syllabus. Okay, my course description, the objectives, and then the outline itself. Okay, so this is where everyone's going to start. They're going to get a brief overview of what is happening in each week, as well as what's the whole point of this learning course. So going back here, so how's your instructional design approach realized in the modules? So in the syllabus, like I just showed, the first thing that you're going to see is that 3-column table, okay, and then my BHAG. This is going to help them understand, again, how the course is designed, what's the point of it, and then the breakdown of each week. Okay, again, this is 5 weeks long, and the high school teachers are so busy that each each module is designed to be succinct. I didn't want to overload them with everything, word, paragraph after paragraph. Instead, they do build on each other, and the format is as follows. You'll see the agenda and objectives each week, the topics and resources, and then the weekly assignment. So again, if you go back here, right, I'm kind of skipping around a little bit. So here's my first module. Okay, so I have the dates. You'll see the agenda and objectives of the first week. Okay, this is an in-person meeting. I have the date, the objective. I have the links of what we're doing, the supplemental readings, the agenda, and then if you go back, okay, so in addition, I have the different links. If you click on each one of them, you'll see further supplemental readings about what they're going to read during this first session and what are those benefits. What is an e-portfolio? Because that's what the whole course is, implementing e-portfolios as a school-wide objective. Okay, at the very end, and I also have additional resources here. If you click on this reflection, I just made it 10 points, but this is what they'll have to do and have to complete after the first week. Okay, I want them to analyze and reflect on the benefits of using an e-portfolio and how they think they might actually use them and implement them within the classroom. Once they post, then they have that opportunity, as well as mandatory, they must review at least 2 of their colleagues. We have over 100 different staff in the building. So reviewing any 2 they want, it can be in their department, outside the department, it doesn't matter. So they want to provide some feedback or response and hopefully help them start having more ideas about the benefits of an e-portfolio. Okay. But going back up here for the start here, you see that syllabus and course introduction, the course calendar, which again, it's a lot more succinct than the one on the syllabus. It talks about where we're meeting, when we're meeting, and it breaks it up by weeks. I have an introduction about who I am. I have our Google Meet link. So when we meet those 2 times online, they'll know where it is. I also have it integrated in these objectives as well. And then further resources that they might need. All right. So where are you sharing the main course goal and the outcomes with your learners? So this is located, like I said, in the syllabus, in the Start Here module, and then in the modules themselves. And it's also on the home page of my Canvas page. So even if they don't click on anything, they'll see the whole point and the objectives as soon as they open up that Canvas module. So how does the unit or module align the outcomes and goals, activities, and assessment? So going back to that syllabus, they're able to see my 3-column table. So once I created that, the foundation of my professional learning course, then I, from there, broke that course and how I had everything into 5 different weeks. Okay, those 5 weeks correspond to the 5 different modules. Okay, so the very first one, my objective, my activities, the assessments, is to have them understand and demonstrate awareness of why we need e-portfolios, and then explore the benefits that come with implementing them into the classroom. And then the next weeks will then build on them. They're going to talk about them, the different platforms that they'll use, different examples. They'll collaborate amongst each other. And then finally, they're going to be creating a lesson plan, how they're going to implement e-portfolios into their own classroom. So is this student-centered or teacher-led? This is absolutely a student-centered course, or you say teacher-centered only because my students are teachers. So each department can decide if they want to cohesively, if they want to collectively say, all right, we're all doing, as a history department, we're all doing these artifacts and we're doing this platform, or it could be individual. Okay, each person can decide what they want. So it's all up to them, whatever's the most effective that they think that's going to be in their classroom. So what's the range? I'm the presenter. I'm actually everything. So I'm first going to present everything to them. It's going to maybe 5-10 minutes at the beginning of each session, each week. I'm going to present the information, explain everything. I'll facilitate their learning by telling them that they need to collaborate, or hopefully they'll collaborate with their peers. I'll then be a mentor where I will help with discussions. I'll troubleshoot any problems. I'll answer any questions that may arise. I also am available to them throughout the week or throughout the 5 weeks. Even when this course is done, I'm always there if they need me. They usually can find me in the building, but if not, I've added my email address, I have Google Links, and I'm pretty flexible, especially week 3, where that's the independent time, which they're more than welcome to collaborate with others, but it's for them to actually make their own e-portfolio. So blended and, or is it fully online? So this is blended. We're going to be meeting on Tuesdays after school. 2 sessions are going to be meeting online. 2 will be in person. And then, like I said, that week 3 is going to be dedicated for them to work on creating and designing their own e-portfolio. So that being said, the majority of work itself is going to be online and their own time. We're very busy. Teachers are very busy. So they'll be able to complete that weekly assignment, read those supplemental texts at their leisure, as long as they complete it by the end of the week. So how am I introducing the course and myself and building that learning community? So the course itself is designed for the entire staff, like I've said before. Some of my English colleagues have started to somewhat, and I put that kind of air quotes, begun to introduce e-portfolios in the classroom, but I'm going to take the lead. But I'm going to use their feedback and what they've learned and what I've learned in using this course. And I'm going to help them and say, we troubleshoot. This is what we did that worked and didn't work. And from there, it's going to hopefully foster this collaboration amongst our community, amongst our school, because they can collaborate, sure, with their department, but hopefully they'll also collaborate with people outside of their department. So the ratio or percentage of synchronous or asynchronous collaboration, aside from those 1 hour and the last week, the 2-hour weekly sessions and the Canvas modules, they'll have time to collaborate and work on those assignments then, but everything else, like I said before, is asynchronous. They're going to work on their own time. And then lastly, how am I going to address the infrastructure or system and support needs and issues? So like I said before, I do have a bunch of different resources for them, helpful videos. I have different supplemental texts, and I did include my email address, Google Meet link. I'm happy to meet with them in person, online, via email, whatever they need to do. I want to create that environment that they feel supported. So going back here, I just went over that first module. If you look at module 2 here, this is where the platforms, artifacts, and brainstorming. Again, you have the agenda and objectives here. I have the link of the Google Meet, the times, and this is where they're going to review examples of e-portfolios and then begin to discuss. Okay, so what platforms are being used, what artifacts, and then they're going to start brainstorming what they want to use for their own e-portfolio and what they want to use for their students' e-portfolios. So I do have different examples here linked, but I'm going to jump down to here. The saying, as you review this is their assignment. As they review various examples, they're going to write down what they liked and didn't like about 3 of them. I gave them about 10 to look at, and they can Google whatever they want, but start jotting down notes. After they submit that, then I'm going to place them, because this is an online session, they're going to be placed in a 4-person breakout room to discuss each other's thoughts and what each person, and maybe someone saw this ePortfolio and someone saw this one, but they're going to cohesively talk about the pros and cons. And then they're beginning to brainstorm and collaborate. This is throughout the rest of the week on their own time, since after they talked about the pros and cons, then they're going to begin brainstorming about what their own ePortfolio should look like. What do they want their students' ePortfolios to look like? Is it going to be, are they going to use Weebly? Are they going to use Google Sites? Are they going to be, again, is it going to be department-wide? Is it going to be something that's individual? What artifacts do they want? What layout do they want? So this is going to be the end of week 2. And then down here, you'll have week 3, week 4, and week 5, and ending with week 5. So with that, that is my implementation.